What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I actually have good news, or a good news story, I guess I should say, to talk about regarding the PS5 chip shortage, and just, I guess, the PS5 shortage in general, right? So, we've really done kind of like a saga on this channel, talking about really anytime any company CEO or whatever has something negative to say about the future. We've talked 2 times, and actually on PlayStation Universe, they mentioned both of the times, they mentioned Intel's CEO, and he was the one who commented that these issues could last into 2024. That was the last video I had done. And a while ago, Nvidia said that the problem would continue into 2022. Remember, we've heard from conflicting people that this would end in 2022. Oh, now it's going to go to 2023. Oh, now it's going to end in 2024, right? We've heard a lot, but we have a new one, and this is actually a good one. Digitimes reports that the easing of chip and component shortages will boost shipments of Sony's PS5 gaming console in the second half of 2022 and in 2023. Things are starting to get better. So this almost seems like a live reporting, right? That I mean, like, yes, that does contradict really both of the other two, reports / people that said that they don't think it's going to end right now. It does conflict with that, but we also do know Sony is working literally around the. I mean, that's what Jim Ryan says. They're working around the clock to fix this problem. We know they're like building an entirely new factory that should really help within the next couple of years, right? It's going to take a little bit of time, but they are, actively doing whatever they can to get this thing moving. One thing that I've noticed, even without seeing this tweet, right? If I didn't even see this tweet, one thing you can tell when PS5s are doing well, like when PS5s has like you just see, I guess, a massive shipment almost, like comes into a country, is in the UK, Horizon has done really, really well over the last couple weeks. And Horizon and Miles Morales, Spider-Man Miles Morales, those two games have a pretty similar feature within them, being that when PS5s sell well, they sell well. Now, a big part of that is because they're bundled in sometimes, or I guess people have said too, in the UK, there are obviously bundles of the PS5 that came with Miles, and there are bundles with PS5s now that come with Horizon. So, I mean, it is obvious that if it is a bundle, the more PS5s that are out there, you count that, or they count that as a sale for Horizon. And by the way, I'm not going to go down the rabbit hole because people have, put that over Horizon's head where it's like, oh, the game doesn't sell because it only comes in bundles. I'm not going to talk about that, but I have definitely noticed that. And it was the same thing for Miles, right? Miles actually has done really well on PS5 and has done better on PS5 than on PS4. And it almost seemed like people were waiting to get a PS5 to play Miles. So that's something that you can tell if you just watch some of the stats when people do, like, within, whether it's sometimes weekly, sometimes it's monthly, which games are doing well. Boxed physical editions in the UK, Horizon over the last little while has done really, really well, and that kind of you can compare that because the PS5s have started to do better. So I don't know if that means that, like, that last month, this month is literally the turning point, but it seems like it's been a little bit better recently over the last little while. And then again, if you believe the report over the predictions of the other guys, right, then things are going to start looking up. And that's good. That's good because we've talked a lot on this channel about you got to get these things out. You got to get people to get this console because it's when the PSVR 2 comes out, that's not going to look all that great just from like an optics perspective, right? Because you can only get the VR 2 if you have a PS5. So people are complaining that, hey, chip shortages, I still can't get the PS5, so obviously I can't get the PSVR 2. That doesn't look good. Also, a bigger one, when the PS5 Pro comes out, right, within the next year and a half or 2 years, if you're still having chip shortages and you're still having PS5 issues up until like 4 months before the PS5 Pro comes out, that's going to make people furious, right? It's like, oh, you can make a new mid-gen console, and it's not necessarily Sony's fault, it's just how it looks. You're making a mid-gen console, and we still don't even have the original one, right? You know what I mean? So that will not look good, and you need to give people as much time as possible in between PS5s being very easily accessible, right? Where if you want a PS5, you can get a PS5. That needs to happen as soon as possible because the closer that moment comes, I guess the closer that happens to when the PS5 Pro comes out, it's just gonna look a lot worse as that gets closer to each other. So hopefully this is true. I always wish everybody, the best of luck that is out there on the search for the PS5. I've said, I not beat around the bush. I was lucky. I was lucky to get it. I got it day one. I want to thank Jeff Keighley, on Twitter for linking Amazon to anybody that was able to click it in that moment. I mean, I did get lucky, and I feel bad for the people that aren't able to get PS5s, but keep trying, keep on it, and it seems like it's going to start to get a lot, and again, it needs to get a lot easier. It needs to get to the point that you go on Amazon, you buy one, you go to Walmart, you buy one, you go to go to any online website, let's say, and you buy one. That needs to happen as soon as possible. Hopefully, like they say, second half of this year, even if it's beginning of next year and it's completely fixed, I think people would probably take that as well. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure you guys are subscribed, bell icon turned on. If you want to follow me anywhere else, all of my social media is in the description below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all on the next video.